Alright guys, so today is currently December 11th, 2025, and yeah, it's definitely been a while since I've last posted. I've honestly just been trying to work on myself, but I'll be honest, this year has been a major setback, and I have no one to blame but myself. And yeah, I've passed a Top Step account multiple times this year without even receiving a single payout. Like, it got to the point where I was like spending money on the back to fundeds. I think I bought it like 3 times and they were all blown, right? So I was funded, I had the chance to be funded 6 times and I blew it all, right? And that wasn't the only time I passed these evals, but basically the way that I would pass is I would full port, like New York Open. I would find my draw on liquidity, and if I see my setup, I'll full port. But even if I didn't see my setup, if I still had a draw on liquidity and I saw price was displacing heavily to either direction, I would still take 40 contracts, either short or long, targeting like 1,500 and $30, right? Just to cover the fees. And that's essentially how I would pass these combines on Top Step. And it works. It works. That's how I've passed majority of my Top Step combines. But the bad thing is, it's like you go from making 1,500 or 3K in 2 days to all of a sudden, like, being able to actually take real money from that. And I'm carrying these bad habits though, right? Like these no risk management, just purely bad habits into the Express Funded account. And I would blow it every time. But even, I'd have a few good days of like trading, and then it'd take one bad day to just wipe it all because I would start tilting, right? And that really sucked. So like as of recently, I'm still working on myself, but I feel like it's slowly getting better. So yeah, let's just get straight to this trade recap. So as you can see here, this is an Express Funded account. I'm currently running 2 accounts right now, right? Today we made $253, so roughly give or take $500 on the day, which is great. However, this account is, my distance to maximum loss limit is 1,000. And honestly, that was just because I tilted like a couple days ago, right over here. I guess 6 days ago. And I've just been struggling to try and crawl back out of this drawdown. It's a mental game, and I'm still trying to combat it. Enough sidetracking. Let's just get straight to this recap. So basically, what I saw here was on the hourly time frame, we were rejecting off this hourly fair value gap, right? And that was after hitting equilibrium. So at this point, I'm looking for price to continue lower to maybe target these lows right here. It's not the best target, but as you can see, price ended up targeting these lows. So recently, what I've been doing is just going for one-to-ones. I went for a one-to-one today because, I didn't see this as a great TP. I didn't think price would continue all the way down here, but honestly, in hindsight, I guess so. But that's hindsight, right? So what I saw here was hourly fair value gap rejection. We got a change in character lower. We got another break of structure lower. Retracement towards this 5-minute fair value gap. And as you can see here, price starts to, it does invalidate it, but price starts to reject off of it. And we also inverse this fair value gap right over here. Once we inverse this, I decide to actually just market enter shorts, targeting these lows right here. My entry could have been a lot better, right? After this 5-minute inverse. But I was just waiting for a stronger price action or a stronger move down. But also, I guess that's when market opened, right? Market opens, strong price movement lower. I was targeting these, risking one-to-one. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Up 500 on the day. I'm trying to take just small base hits. And essentially, just take it very slow. Like, I gotta keep reminding myself that there is no rush to pass, or there's no rush to, get a payout, right? Obviously, it'd be nice if you could get there quicker, but personally, for me, from experience, every single time that I've tried to rush the process or even rush making money in a day, it's never worked out. That's why I'm really trying to take it slow. 2 trades a day max, right? If I win, I'm done. If I lose, I'll try again. But after that, I'm done, right? I lock myself out so I don't tilt even more. The longer I stay on the charts, the more I tilt, or the more my mental just goes downhill, right? But as of right now, like, this was my plan, right? I had my first Express funded account, and after tilting, my maximum loss limit was or distance to maximum loss was 1,000, right? And the pressure kind of got to me. Like, I didn't want to like I wanted to take my time, but also I didn't want to feel like I was just wasting time, right? Don't get me wrong, like $100 a day is still great. Whatever it takes to crawl out, right? So at this point, I was down 1,000. I decided to get another Express funded account because, like, if I was to take my time crawling out of this drawdown, I'd want to be risking, or at least making a little bit more than 100, right? So if I was using one contract on this account where I'm down 1,000, right? If I have another Express funded account, I can be essentially risking 2 contracts on 2 separate, except one on each account, right? So that was essentially my idea, or the plan, right? Just taking it slow, right? Trying to crawl out of drawdown. I think on this account, we're currently sitting at 4 winning trading days of 150 or more for this combine. But then for the other one, it's a fresh one. I just got it yesterday. And yeah, I passed both of these with through full porting. I'm not condoning it, but that's just what I've done, and it's worked for me, right? So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for this trade recap. There's not too much I wanted to say. I do want to start posting like daily recaps or whenever I do take a trade, just to get back into the groove of posting. It's honestly something I kind of miss doing, right? Because it allows me to actually just reflect on what I did. I know some of you guys might not agree with this kind of trading, but you know what? That's okay. Everyone has a different style, and whatever works for you, right? I know this entry isn't fully like, oh my God, I got a retracement and then enter, right? Before I used to be like that, like I gotta wait. But then it's like when the move happens, it happens. This is honestly essentially scalping, right? With some kind of confluence to it, like the breaker structure, retracement, rejection, inversion, target the lows, right? So that's how I see it. And $250 is something I'm very comfortable with risking. And yeah, I mean, taking it very slow, taking base hits, the goal is to try to stack more accounts. For 2025, I'd like to ideally have 5 or at least 3 50Ks and maybe 2 150Ks. We'll see, right? So yeah, that'll be it for now, guys. I'll catch you on the next trade.